Hello everyone, this is Roxas1359. Welcome back to Let's Play One Piece Unlimited Cruise Episode 1. Last time, we explored around Iceberg Isle, getting ourselves a new vacuum cleaner upgrade, as well as finding out where the next boss is that we have to fight, and the requirements for it. So, before we can continue with it, we need to make our new vacuum cleaners. So, shall we make it? See, now this makes sense. There's metal in a vacuum cleaner. And power vacuum cleaner, an improved vacuum cleaner model with even better suction. It can even vacuum up gases and vapors. Yeah, it's kind of a double-edged sword. Now, what is this right here? The Whopper fishing rod? Fish are getting away? I'll make you a better rod then. And you can catch big ones with this. So yes, after you end up using bamboo shoots enough, I believe you need to upgrade it about 5 or 6 times. Usopp will say that he can no longer make a stronger fishing rod. Unless you end up adding in some things with some scrap metal, pure iron ore, and something we're missing. Don't worry, we'll be getting that something later on in the episode. But for right now, we need to go and fight a boss. Now, off screen, I did some training, and right now, everyone except for Frankie has a base special. And later on in the episode, we're going to be getting ourselves the special for Frankie. So, let us use Robin and launch ourselves near the boss. I like her animation, especially when she brings out her wings, made out of hands. It is true, if you flap your hands hard enough, you can grow wings. Remember, for this boss, you're going to need to have an ice beetle, which you can catch around here. Why don't we catch another one just in case, so then I can make also something new, if there is one around here. Huh. Normally there'd be one around here, but I guess there isn't one for this one, which means he's on the other tree over there. I was gonna catch 2. Yeah, he's on the other tree. I can see him right now. Why don't we try and catch him, actually? Because I want to get myself another one of these. Alright, slow and steady ones. Oh. I guess I judged my distance wrong. So, let's go to where the boss is, shall we? And let's use Gravity. We have an ice beetle and we have 16 ice shards. That was close. We almost lost our doctor. And yes, that actually does affect the field, because right below us is actually where we fought Wapple. Anyway, go along this right here. Go forward, you get to the boss. However, if you do not have the power vacuum cleaner, like I do, which looks like this. Yeah, I know. Then you will be unable to actually get to the tree. So you will have to make that ladder to go up there. So make sure that you do that. All the nectar shall be mine! Perfect. Now I can feed these all to Gaburi, including the bamboo sprouts, which I no longer need now that, you know, now that my fishing pole is pretty decent. Alright, so fill up my GP just so then I can prepare for the next boss. It always helps to do that. I'll feed him the powders because I don't really use those. Can't feed him gunpowder. That sounds so wrong. Like I'm just using him as a garbage disposal. But for right now, that's everything we can do. Uh-oh. And on the other side right here, we have our good friend, Mr. whatever his name is. Anyway, here's Robin's air attack. Oh, that. Dang it! Yes, I've still managed to get the scrap of cloak. Those things are a pain in the butt to get. I need to get 3 of them to make one of Usopp's specials that we're going to be getting inside of this part. Yes, this is going to be a part after which, hopefully, if the boss doesn't take too long, I can do a lot of exploration for getting myself things I need. So, as you can see, we can take down poison walls now and get to our second tree. So, let's go. Two, and a bunch of little ones. Uh-oh. Well, you know, I questioned before that 2 against 9 seemed fair. I'm gonna call bullshit. This is not fair in the slightest. Wait a minute, in the annals of history, I thought you already were for, you know, accidentally hitting and calling a buster call on the Isle of Justice. So, we have a 2 for boss fight on this one. For one, we have to fight against Spandam and the CP9 agents, who are going to be replacing a lot of the agents, Marines that we had beforehand on the next island. CP9 are pretty much capable of using Soru and Kempo, as well as a bunch of other attacks that are rather annoying and do a lot of damage, actually. Spandam himself is considerably weak, which is why I'm going to beat him up with Robin Special. Alright, so that takes care of that one. Let's use another one. Let's use it again. Now, Robin Special can be interrupted if you're not careful. And there we go. Let's use another one. Pretty much what Spandam Special is he calls a buster call, which will just cause a slew of things. Oh no, he's calling a buster call. Which will just call a bunch of cannonballs down. I didn't... Oh, no. No, I'm not dying against freaking Spandam. Now, Spandam is the quote-unquote leader of the CP9 organization for the government. He's not really a criminal. He works for the world government. That being said, he is extremely cowardly, and the only reason why he's in the position he is in is due to his, you know, father, who was the former head of CP9, but got upgraded, I think, to CP0, if I remember correctly. It's not been explained exactly who's in charge of CP0, but let us... Wow, he's smart! He ran something fierce. Anyway, his sword, which is pretty much an elephant, pretty much ate the elephant fruit. Pretty much devil fruits can actually be absorbed by elements. For example, people always wonder, oh, if I ended up cutting a devil fruit in half with a sword, then both of us could get the same power. No, the sword would technically get the power, which is what happened with this thing, which is why his sword is an elephant. Which I find kind of funny, because it also gave it sentience. Alright, so let us... Wow, never mind, I can just beat him normally. I don't need to do anything else, so... Uh-oh, Buster Call. And... Oh, that was close. There we go. Got him. So that takes care of Spandam. Now, technically, I could have beaten him with Robin or Frankie, but I felt it more appropriate to beat him with Robin because he gave Robin living hell in the Ennis Lobby arc. So, Gabity, eat him. And we get another one of the white GPs. But we had another boss that was right next to us. Aokiji, one of the admirals of the Navy. Oh boy. And now, it's time we take on Aokiji. Aokiji is one of the 3 admirals of the Navy inside of the One Piece universe. He has the power of the ice fruit, which pretty much makes him an ice human. He can create all the way down to sub-zero and I believe absolute 0 temperatures, although it's kind of hard to do that. Pretty much, he is the other character in this game with a counter who is also pretty difficult if you are not careful. He can freeze you in place due to his fruit's abilities, and let me just say, he can be a pain in the butt. Now, out of all of them, he believes in the aspect of lazy justice, which is, you know, let people be peaceful, but also be a little bit lazy about it. Now, as opposed to how he was in the past, after the 2-year time skip, he's since quit the Navy, is no longer an admiral, is more of a freelance sort of thing, because he was fed up with how the government was being run after he challenged Akainu, one of the other admirals, into a fight to become the new fleet admiral after the old one had retired due to the Whitebeard War's resolution, which I'll get more into later. But as you can see, Aokiji is already prepared to use his special. Just do what I'm doing, really. You can keep far from Robin. Robin is actually your best bet with this boss. The other one would be Frankie with his Master Nail ability. But here comes the special. So, let's go with Frankie now. As you can see, he creates ice everywhere. That's his counter right there, which freezes you, as I had pointed out before, which is why I totally did that. Oh no, I'm gonna lose Frankie. Break out of this, come on. Frankie, break out of this. There we go. He barely survived it because he has the most health out of everyone, technically right now. So, I think my best bet is to use weapons left in this case. Because that causes him to launch, although it doesn't do much. Never mind, Master Nail does a lot more. Oh, now I lose Frankie. Never mind, didn't fully lose him, which is good. Alright, so far, I think we're doing pretty good. Gosh darn, you're going to start spamming this. Okay, there goes Frankie. So I lost Robin and Frankie. Let's have Baruch beat an Admiral, shall we? I mean, we're approximately the same height. Seriously, One Piece, some people in the One Piece universe are just giants. Oh, Baruch does a lot of damage. I like that. And he has good reach, too. Oh, but then there's this. This is only because my health is not high enough, technically, to really survive too much. So let's use Gum Gum Storm. Let's use Gum Gum Storm, I said. All right, let's wait for him to use his counter. So then I can just... swing and a miss twice. All right. And he's going to use his special once I get up, isn't he? Yep, I know him. Okay, we lost Luffy. We have lost 4 of our crew members. So let's beat him up with Usopp. Usopp, the god, shall beat the former admiral. And there we go. That defeats Aokiji. You gotta watch out for him if you've not been upgrading your health like I have as much. I've honestly not, I've been neglecting it a bit. I really shouldn't be. But he can be difficult, but he is possible to beat. So Gaburi, eat him. He's probably the only level-headed one in the military anyway, and that's the sad thing. We just killed him. And now we get our GP increase yet again, including our gold one. So everything got increased by 1. Friends are indeed wonderful. It's better you not really know. She kind of has a very depressing and sad life. You learn that each one of them has a pretty screwed up past that all brings them together. Baruch was alone for 50 years on his ship with all of his dead friends. Well, that took a lot longer than I thought it was going to take, that's for sure. So much for my initial plans on this episode. I blame Aokiji. So, another one of the keys is done, and this time it's for the first floor stern. Yes, we have the fish tank, which is very helpful for you for storing anything you fish out that you need, which is what I actually have in my storage right now. Alright, so examine the lid of the fish tank on the stern second floor deck and you'll be able to put in fish of your own. And they actually do carry over into the aquarium right here, which is a really nice little touch that they do. Right now I don't have anything inside there, but I do have stuff inside my storage that I do need to get rid of. So if we convert to points, you can see that I have 2 of the balloon catfish. I caught those on the first island. You're going to need those actually to make Nami's second special in my case, which is going to deal with the rocking horse. And then we're going to store in the cloth, because that's going to be for one of Usopp's specials. But for right now, we need to go and try and find those treasure chests, because once we find those, then I will end off the part. If I remember correctly, I think he may have loaded them. In fact, I think he loaded them inside of the... It's not inside the aquarium, I know that. I think he offloaded them into the energy room over here. If I'm remembering correctly. I've not... No, I'm not. Where did he put those treasures? I'm gonna cut until I find them. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. I found them. They are right next to where the helm is. So, let's open up our first one. And we get a restorative drug, which is very valuable. Open the second one. And we get a gold orb, also pretty valuable. Although, if I am remembering correctly, I should have maximum GP for my gold. Oh, right. No, I don't. So, I suppose we can use our gold orb right there. But anyway, guys, I'm going to end it off right here. This has been Roxas1359. We're going to be going back to the other islands in the next part, and then we're going to be going off to sail to where the 4th island is. I'm not going to be exploring that until the part after. See you guys next time.